Brian here with 3landguys.com. I've got a 1.51 acre piece of land with guaranteed owner financing in Morgan County, Missouri. That's near Lake of the Ozarks, for those of you who do not know where Morgan County's at. I'm going to go show you that property right now. Just so you know, we've got a bunch of other properties available, ranging in size from 1 to 5 acres. So let's go find the 1.51. Here it is right here. You see we've got it for $500 down, $197 per month, guaranteed financing, $500 due at closing, no funny business, no hidden costs, $500, and 5 minutes later, that property is yours and you can start using that property. So let's go check it out. I'm going to click on that picture. This property is pretty close to the lake. It's in the Indian Creek area. So if you're familiar with that area, it is a little development near the water, and they platted out a bunch of individual properties. And you can see here you've got dirt road access that runs the full length of the property and continues down further to someone else's property as well. So that's here's a couple more pictures. Here's a little aerial view. You can see in relation to the water, you're pretty darn close to the water. So you would come out, and then you could head over to this street to head down to the water, or you could head down this street, or you could head down this one, or down this one. And there's one of these has the actual lake access. So let's go further down here. Well, just real quick, there's another view. That's without the satellite view. This is the road view, and you can kind of see how it is and how it connects to the water. So obviously at Lake of the Ozarks, one of the top 10 destination lakes in the country. People come from all over Missouri, Kansas, Oklahoma, you name it, Arkansas. People come from all over to head to the lake, and it's known for lots of fishing, golf, shopping. I mean, you name it, you can do it at the lake. So I don't need to elaborate too much on that. Let's get right to the satellite view and the map view. So here's the map. This is a cool tool. We include this for all of our properties. You can zoom in, zoom out, and get a really good feel for what the property's like. So as you can see, if we zoom out just a little bit, nobody behind you, nobody up here to the south, nobody across the street. Literally the only guy is back here on this property. You can see a little tiny structure. Let me just zoom in. You can see a little tiny structure there, but that's it. No one else is around you. So this is a very secluded property. I'm going to come out to the street view. This is Arrowhead Cove Drive. So it's a marked road, so you shouldn't have any problems finding it. And when you do go look at it, what you're going to want to do is you're just going to want to look for, just a second, you're going to want to look for this little bend, this little quick little, almost like a dollar sign. That little circle area is when you know you're at the back of the parcel. You're at the, let's see, the northwest corner of the lot. And I have GPS coordinates. If you need them, I can give you exact GPS coordinates. Morgan County makes all of those coordinates available through their mapping system. So no need to do anything, although this whole area has been surveyed in case you do need it. And then let's take a look at the street view real fast. So here you go, we're zoomed out. Zoom out again, we've got W over here, Rocky Mount here, Gravois Mills to the west. You can see the water. You can see down south here, you've got the Four Seasons, a huge development, which almost everyone knows, down at the lake. Near the dam and all of that stuff. Zooming out further, here's Jeff City. Here's Columbia. And zooming out even further, you can see here we've got Springfield and Branson down to the southwest. We've got Cape, Farmington, Poplar Bluff down to the southeast. Here you've got St. Louis and St. Louis metro area, obviously to the northeast. And you've got Kansas City to the northwest. And there's Lake of the Ozarks right in the heart of Missouri. Now, if you're wondering, where is this at? How do I get to it? Come to the listing, put in your starting address, and get directions. So let's just go do that now. And there we go. We've got St. Louis, Missouri. Get directions. It's going to open a new tab, and it's going to get you directions directly from Google so that you can just use these on your phone. You can do, you can click send directions to your phone. That's what I would do. Then it's going to send you a link. Open that link, and you're off to the races. So it's 2 hours and 47 minutes from downtown St. Louis. Obviously a little bit less time if you're in St. Louis County. Let's do Kansas City. 2 hours and 33 minutes. Springfield. Springfield, you are 1 hour and 53 minutes. So little drive. Come on out for the weekend. Bring your RV, your fifth wheel, you name it. Bring it out, and you can have a nice little getaway spot. Go fishing during the day. Come camp and enjoy the lake. You do not have to build a stick-built home, a single-family home. You can use this for recreational use, and this property should work out pretty well for you. Let's come back here to the listing and look at the pricing. So, like I said, we've got this with owner financing, $500 down, $197 a month. $8,000 is the total purchase price for this property. If you can pay cash, we will knock off 40% on this property as well as most of the other properties in Missouri. So that's going to bring your price down to $4,800, which would be due at closing. Now, let's say you've got $3,000 and you don't have $1,800. Couple options. You could do $3,000 in a cashier's check, $1,800 on a credit card. Or we can work with you. We can do something like $3,000 in cash and $600 a month for 3 months or something. We're pretty flexible, but what we can't do is we can't stretch the cash price out over 20 months. That's a financing agreement. Now, if you can pay it off in 12 months, we might do $6,500 instead of $8,000. If you can pay $500 a month instead of $197, awesome. We'll do 0 down and $6,800. We'll work with you on price based on what do you have down and what can you pay monthly. The more down, the more monthly, the better price you're going to get. For obvious reasons, it's less risky for us because we don't have to wait on 48 months worth of payments. We're only waiting on payments for, say, 12 months. So that's a lot less risky for us since we're essentially being the bank for you. And like I said, no credit check, no background check, income verification. You just have to be able to pay the down payment. If for some reason you ever couldn't pay your payments, that's okay. It's not going to go on your credit or go against you. You would lose the right to use the property, but it's not going to hurt you in any way. We're not out to get anybody. We're here to provide good properties, good prices, flexible terms. Here's the GPS coordinates here in case you need them to plug into your Garmin or TomTom if you use that sort of thing. Otherwise, just use your phone, click Get Directions, and send them to your phone. Power is available. You would have to pay the power company to come set a meter to track your usage. Like I said, Morgan County, this is residential vacant land. So you don't have to build like a single family home, 2,000 square feet or larger just to get use out of this property, which is nice. Well and septic is at buyer's expense. So it's not there already. You don't have city water and sewer where you can tie in real easy. If most of you who know Morgan County, it is more rural. It's not there are platted, well-developed subdivisions real close to the water. But once you move away from the water, it is a little bit more rural. So you generally don't have like more traditional neighborhoods or suburb type neighborhoods. Next steps. If you did want this property, you need to reserve it because what happens is you decide you want it and then you wait a couple days, then you come back to the website and someone's reserved it or someone's bought it and it's gone. And that's it. And you're not going to get it unless that person doesn't make their payments or they back out of the agreement for some reason that they don't want to close. Now you click on reserve this parcel, and to reserve a parcel, it's $100. It's a refundable deposit. So we're not looking to like keep $100 and make money off of getting deposits. What we want to do is simply have someone financially commit to the property for $100. That shows us you're serious. That takes the property off the market. We put it under contract. No one else can buy that property until you've made a decision. Now, you need to make that decision in a matter of a couple days. We'll talk about that on the phone, figure out what your time frame is. You can reserve the property, and we'll send over the purchase agreement for your review. If you're a cash buyer, we will handle closing. We will coordinate with the closing notary to come to you. You don't have to travel to St. Louis. You don't have to travel to the property and go to a title company. We will send somebody to you with the paperwork who is licensed in the state of Missouri or whatever state you're in. So you can buy this property. We have a buyer who buys property in Missouri from California all day long. We send someone to him direct to his door. He signs, hands over the cashier's check, and he's done. That deed gets recorded with the county, and he's the owner of the property. So we've sold property to people all over the place. It doesn't matter where you're at. We take care of that. We cover the costs. So hopefully this helps. Come fill in your information, basic contact information, mailing address that we'll use in the contract, and then whatever credit or debit card you want to put the $100 on. And that's it. That property then is taken off the market and it's yours. If you do not like the 1.5 acre, let's say you want something a little larger, navigate back to Missouri and come on back here and start checking out. We've got a 5.6 acres south of Missouri in Washington County. Here's 4.1 acres in Morgan County, 4.8 acres in Morgan County. Here's a nice lot near Table Rock Lake, 1 acre. We've got a bunch of property. Here's a 10 acre in Washington County. So we've got property. Right now we've basically got a couple areas. We've got south of St. Louis, about an hour and a half. Washington County, Franklin County, those areas. Then we've got further south in southwest Missouri near Table Rock Lakes. We've got Taney County, Berry County, Ozark County, Stone County. And then we've got, the handful left in Morgan County, which, I just showed you the one, and we've got a bunch of others that you can scroll through and look at here. So we've got properties close to water. We've got properties with no restrictions. We've got all different types of properties. Come to our website, find one you like. You can call 855-995-4798 if you have any questions. Talk to you soon.